Sorry that it took me so long to draw those things. We're going to streamline this next time. For those of you who were on the last stream, I just got admonished for taking too much time to draw a bunch of things that I'm not actually going to end up drawing. So, I will try to be more to the point.
You got lovingly reminded that
less time.
That we missed the benefit of your pleasing
actually
banter.
Wanted to watch that
now that is not true.
All right.
That is not true.
All right.
Yes.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
Please tell me what I'm supposed to do now.
We're going to go to the agenda. I think you're going to like the beginning of this agenda. All right?
Yes.
Matthew does push-ups.
Oh.
While, what does it say?
While listening to
the Matthews Fan Club theme song.
Fan Club theme song.
All right. Robbie likes it when I do push-ups.
I don't, because you just like doing push-ups. You like showing off doing push-ups.
We will skip this item on the agenda.
Wait. No, but Waylon is here, and Waylon is the one who does push-ups.
Waylon can do the push-ups.
Okay,
and
but
Matthew
we have
will
to
sit here silently.
Listen to the theme club song.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Well, you have to do something during your theme club song.
Well, I will move my finger in push-up style as if I were doing push-ups.
You should do push-ups, but only do them for the amount of time that the push-ups are demanded.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry, the chair's in the way. All right. Are you ready, people?
I'm ready.
With your push-ups. Get ready, go.
I'm in Matthew's fan club.
All right.
All right. Well done. Well done.
All right. What is
How
next?
many push-ups, asked Waylon? How many did you do?
15.
15, Waylon.
All right. Matthew does burpees.
Oh.
While listening to the Robbie's Fan Club theme song. Okay.
Now, did you ever find out what burpees are?
No, I'm just going to kind of do it on the fly.
Either.
I think I know what it is.
I feel like they are not.
I think it's another word for a squat thrust, which is something I did.
I thought you had to jump up in the air.
All right, I'll jump up in the air.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yes.
Set, go.
Robbie is cooler. Robbie is cuter. And Robbie's just better than Matthew.
All right, good work.
All right.
You jumped up like a pointy little arrow. It was very cute.
What do
Your
you think
little
I am?
hands went. Ding.
I am a pointy little arrow. That's a great way of describing it. All right.
Waylon did 20 push-ups, Matthew.
What?
Party burpees means that you add jazz hands.
Okay. Well, maybe that's
We
going
have
to
to
be
do
on
that
tomorrow's
next time.
agenda. All right.
Robbie does jackety dances while listening to Alice's Restaurant. No!
So I'm sorry to tell you that Alice's Restaurant is 17 minutes long. So
oh my goodness!
It's a good thing
Nobody
we
wants
have
to see me doing jackety dances.
I want to see you do some jackety dances.
17 minutes, 16 minutes.
Get to it, Robbie. I did the part of my so willingly.
I unfortunately can't find Alice's Restaurant on the
I will hum for 17 minutes. Please, Robbie, show them your best jackety
my
dancing.
best jackety dancing.
All right, let's see
What
it.
would a jackety dancing look like?
I don't know.
This is a jackety dance.
All right. Okay. If I'm in Matthew. No. How does the Robbie and Matthew song go? Or do you want me to sing Alice's Restaurant?
I was gonna
You
say.
can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant.
It's not
You can
how it
have
sounds.
anything you want at Alice's Restaurant.
If anybody can
Come
do
on
that.
down, it's
Matthew's
around the
singing for
back.
16 minutes.
Just restaurant.
I've never heard Bob Dylan sing with such vigor.
It's not a Bob Dylan song. It's an Arlo Guthrie song.
Oh, Arlo
But
Guthrie
he
sings.
sounds a little Dylan-y.
With
They've
such-
got similar sort of...
The way you sang it.
Whew, all right, good
Man.
work, my friends. Waylon's all bragging on his burpee speed, too. I don't know, Waylon.
Man.
I was doing proper form.
Hey,
all right?
if anybody can do jackety dances for as long as I did them, then I'll be impressed.
All right, what do we have here? We have drink water.
Oh,
I think
thank
that
goodness.
is well-timed,
Yes.
the water consumption,
Woo.
in the wake of the burpees, the push-ups, and the jackety dancings.
Yeah. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Prost.
Chin-chin.
Chin chin. You guys drink your water.
Refreshing. I feel so hydrated. I never feel so good as at 2 o'clock when I have so recently consumed 2 glasses of water and finished up my silent burping.
Whew.
Okay, what does that say? Drink water, show, sketch from
first show,
the first show,
and explain
plan for the week. So we created a sketch. Robbie created a sketch based on a story that I wrote that Robbie did not really fully appreciate. I wrote a story this morning. I wrote 2 stories this morning. The first one was very grim, in its outlook on life, and so I wrote a second one that I thought was quite uplifting, but Robbie critiqued it for not having sufficient action. So next
Didn't
week,
have very much to show.
I'm going to have people swinging on vines next week. I'm
Silent
also going to have
burps.
only 2 characters in the whole story, so that Robbie
Yes,
cannot be
I
tempted
don't
to draw
want to
7
draw
characters.
everyone.
Yes.
There. That's the best I did.
Do you want to show the panoply of creatures?
The panoply of creatures?
Yeah.
Well,
Robbie
let's
actually
see.
did a first illustration with so many creatures.
Yes.
There
But
you go.
you know what happened?
Uh-uh.
When I got to the saber-toothed tiger,
Yeah.
I said, forget it.
So at a certain point, she reached creative exhaustion.
I did.
And then scaled back.
Yep.
And focused instead on one tender moment.
Yeah.
Between the dodo and the unicorn, whose name is Mr. Vinegar.
Yeah.
So, sorry, if you want to the rest of the action, you got to go back and watch the last show again. Look how
Well,
much we're.
did we explain the plan for the week?
Oh, the plan for the week is
Yes.
Robbie is going to refine the illustration between now and tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow, during the show, she is going to
Ink it.
ink it. She's going to actually create the lines with a pen and ink on scratchy cold press, hot press. Which?
I think I might actually use I might use colored paper because that's very gratifying to paint on.
Very gratifying to paint on. We want for you or for me.
For me.
That's what matters. Robbie likes to gratify
Oh,
herself.
and for you, I think, for
Yeah.
people watching.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Thursday, she's going to apply watercolor paint
Mm-hmm.
so you can see the painting process. And then on Friday, we'll name our winner because you guys are currently in the throes of developing research tidbits
Yes.
on flightless birds.
I've already gotten a few bits of tidbits.
Do you want to show a tidbit now?
No, I want to show some late homework that was
Okay.
turned in about robots.
Yeah, we'll see if there's time for that. This is
Okay.
Flightless Bird Week. I'm not. I built no time for robots into the agenda. Show.
Amazing To the
Crowd.
Crowd project.
Yeah, okay. So somebody sent us in the mail, a teacher friend of Robbie's, sent
Yes.
one of her students created a board game based on Toons the Crowd, where you move throughout the school, you try not to lose owl points, you collect clues, and you try to figure out who the squiggler is. It's positively incredible, and if Robbie can find it, in the maze, the dizzying vortex of folders available on her desktop, are we feeling positive, Robbie, or are we feeling bleak about the
It
possibilities?
was. Let's see. Sorry, you
And
keep
we
talking.
have to conduct a search and rescue. We are going to find. Okay, we're getting closer. Here we go, friends. All right, we're going to open this movie.
Wait,
we're going to put it up on the screen for you to witness and enjoy. Open attachment. There we go. Getting closer. Getting closer. Okay, now it's over there. And this is exciting. Don't pretend like this isn't exciting for you. She sells shells by the seashore. Unique New York. You need New York. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Ah, that was pretty good. All right.
Okay, you're just going to have to focus. Now, maybe I'll put it down here. Sorry.
Well, okay.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
Whew, this is exciting. All right, here's the movie that was made of the board of the Choose a Crowd game. Are you right? Just marvel. Get ready to marvel, friends.
So we
look at
have
this.
clues.
We have Moxie
we
and
have
Milton. Look,
our
Moxie and Milton and
characters,
Emily. Look at that. And you're
And you
moving
can
throughout.
lose an owl point. You get caught.
There's the
You have to
principal's
go to
office.
The principal's
There's a cafeteria,
office,
playground. So it's a map of the school. There's some utensils. There's Moxie up in the corner.
and you get to pick a clue if you land on a space.
There's the oh my
Very
gosh,
complicated rules
if you
of the
land on losing
game.
owl point, you lose an owl point and must take your owl point and marker in jail. Guys, anyway, we're really excited about
Yes.
that. All right. All right.
Isn't that awesome?
Okay, fair enough.
So hopefully we might be able to reconstruct that someday, and we will be able to play the Choose a Crowd Bookshare board game.
I would like to point out that the Logue Conroys
Yes.
vote for the drawing with the many creatures.
Well-
all right, they're on Team Robbie. Okay.
I've been
And Waylon would like to point out that his high score is 67 push-ups.
ooh, that's a lot, Waylon.
That is more push-ups than your Uncle Matthew can do at this point.
That is about 66 more push-ups than your Aunt Robbie can do.
Robbie, I know you could do more than one push-up. I believe
I
you
have a
could do
messed up
two.
shoulder. I can't even do one. You know what I can't even do? I can't even lift my arm up.
Let's talk about what we can do today
Yes.
and not our limitations. I think it's time
Yes.
to read the remainder of Chapter 10 of Choose a Crowd. Robbie, would you like to do that? Would that make you feel better?
That would make me feel
All
better.
right, so we're going to start. Moxie has come in from the classroom because she suspects Mr. Shine of badness, and so she has sneaked into the school. She got Bob Tuttleman, to distract the teachers so Moxie could sneak into the school, and on her way in she spotted Tracy Dublinger coming out, but she hid. And now she's going in and she's investigating the classroom. She looked at Mr. Shine's closet. No, it's nothing there. Now she's going to look at his desk. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we
Do
go.
you use the keyboard
Sure.
to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh!
What?
Oh, Puppy's aunt is having a baby today. That's very exciting.
Holy cow.
That means you're going to be a cousin.
Do we know it's today for show?
Well, that's what it says.
All right.
Today.
All right. Sometimes babies come on their own schedules.
Yes. Oh, but Waylon didn't feel good after the 67 push-ups.
I understand. I once ran a 13-mile race called a half marathon, and I crossed the finish line with a 105-degree temperature. I had to be escorted to the medical tent. I had to get an IV.
He accused an imaginary person of stealing his cell phone?
I didn't even have a cell phone with me, but I told the doctors that someone had stolen my cell phone. And eventually they called Robbie and said, will you come pick up your lunatic husband
Yes.
from the medical tent? And Robbie has not let me run a race
He's not
since
allowed
then.
to run races anymore.
But I did get the personal time that I wanted. I ran
Yeah,
it
that's-
in the time that I had marked for my goal.
Foolishly. Sometimes setting goals for yourself is not a good thing.
Well, setting them is fine, but getting a fever to meet them is not a good
Not
idea
fine.
necessarily.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Oops. What's
Oh,
going on?
that's-
Wrong one.
There we go. All right.
Okay, so this was the page that we finished on yesterday, right?
Yes.
The lights are off, the room's empty, and Moxie is trying to discover
Correct.
clues.
Correct.
Okay?
She's trying to figure out, she wants evidence
Yes.
that Mr. Shine is up to no good.
All right.
All right?
I creep over to Mr. Shine's desk. There's nothing on top but the 2 apples Tammy and Tracy brought for him this morning, so I check the pencil drawer. But there's nothing out of the ordinary. Just some push pins and some rubber bands, a handful of pencils, a paper clip or 2, and a purple marker. I'm about to shut the door when my brain catches up with my eyes. A purple marker! I pull out my notebook and make a squiggle and compare it to the one on Dee Dee's envelope. The color is exactly the same. I'm trying to decide whether to inform Principal Jones or go directly to the Supreme Court when I hear humming in the hallway just outside the classroom. I recognize the tune. It sounds like the national anthem of a country where happiness is not allowed. More important, it is the exact same song Mrs. Bunyan used to hum to herself when she thought no one was listening. While my heart and my stomach have a wrestling match, I leap across the room and into the closet just as the door to the classroom swings open. The lights flip on, and the humming gets louder, and Mr. Shine comes up from the front of the room and walks towards the closet. I suddenly understand how statues must feel. I can't move and can't speak and have no idea what I would do or say if I could. Mr. Shine opens the closet, hangs up his coat, and shuts the door again, all without noticing the me-sized human being huddled in the corner. I slowly remember how to breathe as the rest of the class files in, chattering about kickball and superheroes and, of course, the squiggler. Matthew, no yawning in the middle of my reading. You are supposed to be paying attention attentively like everyone else is.
I'm paying so attention.
You are paying so little attention.
No, I'm actually
that you
reading
were
the story with you.
yawning.
I could not be more attentive. I can tell you exactly what's happening in this story. That does not obviate the fact of my fatigue, which I announced with no uncertain confidence at the beginning of this program and explained the hour of my early rising.
You're just making yourself look bad. Making it seem as if your writing is boring yourself. If you can't be interested in it, I don't know how the rest of us are supposed to
Robbie,
be.
would you please proceed
I'm
with
going
the
to
reading?
proceed.
Thank you.
Please stop with your yawning.
I cannot make any assurances that I will stop with my yawning.
Once everyone is settled, Mr. Shine begins the lesson, the same way he always does. Who knows where limestone comes from? No one speaks. Because we have no idea. Because he hasn't told us yet. What do you think, Bob? The ground? Yes, that's where you'll find it. But where does it come from in the first place? Everything comes from somewhere. Just then, my leg starts to itch, and when I bend down to give it a good scratch, my foot bumps into a box of envelopes. The exact same color, white, and size, medium-ish, as the envelope that Roy's letter was in. Teachers teach, which means they need books and chalk and paper. I try to think of even one reason why Mr. Shine would need a box of envelopes. Who needs envelopes? Squigglers. I close my eyes and tap my toes and try to think. In addition to having a purple marker and a suspicious box of envelopes, Mr. Shine stays inside during second recess, which means he could be using that time to write squiggler letters and hide them all over the school. But then there's Tracy Dublinger, who I know for a fact was inside during first recess and has purple smudges all over her guilty right hand. Either one of them could be the squiggler. But who? I don't know for sure. And until I know for sure, I cannot tell Principal Jones. Outside the closet, the conversation continues. Let's look at it this way, says Mr. Shine. What is limestone made of? Yes, Chaz? Little bits of other stuff? Yes, stuff like... Excuse me, Mr. Shine. It's a voice I know too well. Yes, Tracy? First of all, limestone is formed from piles of broken seashells that settle on the bottom of the ocean and get smushed into rocks over millions of years. Second, I couldn't help but wonder where Moxie is. She's not at her desk. I'm awfully worried about her. My goodness, you're right. Has anyone seen Moxie? I know. I saw her at recess. It's the voice of history's most lovable traitor, Emily Estevez, who is probably at this moment plotting my tragic downfall in the kindest way possible. Wow, yawning again, Matthew.
Do you know what makes people recognize the yawn? When you draw attention to it. I'm in a little tiny box down here.
Here's the problem. When you yawn, it makes me yawn.
I see.
I'm trying to read a book over
example. Here.
All right. I saw her come back inside, says Tracy, a few minutes before recess ended. Well, that's strange, says Mr. Shine. Do you have any idea why she might have done that? It sort of looked like she might have been up to no good. Now Tammy is speaking. I know because her voice is ever so slightly less irritating than Tracy's. I can almost picture them giving each other an evil twin fist bump. I don't think that's true, says Emily. I agree with Tammy, says Tracy. There was a worrisome gleam in Moxie's eye. You'd better let Principal Jones know. We might all be in danger. Things are spiraling out of control. If I wait any longer, Tracy Dublinger is going to blame me for starting the Revolutionary War. I have no choice. I must take action. And so, I open the door, walk confidently out of the closet, smile at Mr. Shine, and say as cheerfully as I can, "Oh gosh, I guess that wasn't the bathroom after all." As my classmates gasp and giggle, I walk over to my desk and pick up my notebook and write my name and today's date. I look up at the board. My heart is pounding so loudly I can barely hear myself speak as I say, "Am I correct that we are discussing limestone?" "You are correct," says Mr. Shine. I can't tell whether he is reconsidering his Allpoint policy or whether he thinks I might actually have been looking for the bathroom. But he doesn't seem mad and doesn't seem fooled. Maybe he suspects I found his envelopes in purple marker. But if he's worried, he doesn't show it. The rest of the class is waiting for me to get sent to see Principal Jones, but Mr. Shine just continues with the lesson. "Tracy, you were right about how limestone is formed from little pieces of sediment. That's why it's called sedimentary rock. Who knows the other basic kind of rocks?" Hank Harwood, who never, ever, and I mean never, raises his hand. "Volcano rocks?" "Very close, Hank. Rocks that form when magma cools are called igneous rocks." Mr. Shine smiles, and Hank smiles back. Somehow, in Mr. Shine's class, it's okay to raise your hand, because you're pretty sure he's not going to bite it off if you get the answer wrong. I'm stuck between suspecting Mr. Shine of darkest crimes and feeling thankful that he didn't get mad at me for the closet caper. I just don't know what to think. I'm full of feelings and theories and hunches, but what I need is some rock-solid evidence. Which means it's time to roll up my sleeves and do what Annabelle would, which is find clues and question suspects and turn over every last piece of limestone in search of the truth. I fight the temptation to glance over at Emily until I can't fight it anymore. She's staring at her notebook, looking sad and lonely and a little bit lost. Good, I tell myself. trying my hardest to believe it.
Dum 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 dum.
Dum dum dum. This is
All
one
right.
of my favorite moments in the book, actually.
Which one?
When Moxie is stuck in the closet and she's trying to figure out how to get out, and then she just strolls out the door. Can you imagine if that happened in your classroom? That would make me laugh so hard.
Friends, when you are needing to do something and you're not sure how to make it work, you can sell it by doing it with confidence
Just
and
do
conviction.
it.
Just do it. It is a powerful thing. People will not stop you if you believe yourself and you make them believe that you believe yourself. So it's a hard thing to learn. It takes a while, but it is a fail-proof.
Al Puppy's aunt is having a C-section, so it is.
That's how we know.
and that's how we know it's happening
It's going
today.
to happen.
Yep,
They're going to do it.
that's exciting.
What does that say?
Fewer requests.
Viewer requests. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I think that was an item from yesterday's agenda that did not get rooted
Oh.
out. So let us replace that item with some of this robot nonsense that you
Oh.
want to share with
Yes.
the people. All right?
Well, this is actually not a robot.
Oh, Robbie, get your story straight.
But
What do you want to
since,
show with the people?
But it's kind of an automaton.
Okay.
As we learned that an automaton has one thing that it is able to do.
Who sent it?
And the Schaefer contingent,
Okay.
actually Grant sent it, G Puppy sent it.
Is this the picture of Grant and Amy that
No,
you're showing me?
no,
Oh, okay.
no,
Oh, okay.
stop.
Oh,
You're getting ahead of
all
yourself.
right. I thought you were going to call Grant an automaton because he
No,
only
Grant
does one
is
thing.
not an automaton.
Okay, fair
he
enough.
does many things.
That's what I thought.
Oh, but now I've lost it.
Oh boy, Robbie's desktop is kind. If you guys ever,
It's because
yes,
no,
we
it's,
saw that yesterday. Yeah, it's because what? Who are you blaming?
there we go.
Okay,
There we go.
all right.
All right.
Is this Burning Man or something?
No, this
No?
is a thing. There's a guy in.
Doesn't matter.
Holland?
Let's just see.
Anyway, he makes these things that are joints and pipes and stuff, and in the wind they blow, and they will walk across the sand.
What?
So look at this.
Is it art? What is it?
It is. I think it's art.
What? The
that-
wind is making
The
it move?
wind is making it move, and so he has all these different shapes,
It looks so much like a creature.
right?
Oh my gosh, people make
Now,
the most amazing
See,
things.
this is far enough that it does not fall into the uncanny valley category.
To me, it does.
Really?
The way those legs are moving seems so horse-like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
feels
is it
alive.
making you uncomfortable and sad?
Well, the reason it's making me uncomfortable is that it looks like a centipede in the back.
Yes.
I feel like there's a great wormy creature coming toward me
But
that's
is
going
it
to get me.
uncanny valleyness, or is it that you find centipedes creepy?
I'm feeling like if somebody started kicking this, I'd get sad.
Yeah.
It feels enough like an animal to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like these look. I mean, there's a look. Isn't that cool?
He just makes these?
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I do love that he walks them on the beach.
I mean, it's so much more beautiful than if he was walking it on the sand. So on the grass,
Yes,
right?
or like down a city street. Right? Aren't those beautiful?
Is this like an orchestral version of My Way? I think it is.
Is it? So he's got all these little zip ties he uses to string them all together.
People do incredible things. He brought his
Yeah.
cat to the beach. Why is his cat there?
Is that a cat?
I think so.
Oh, look, it's gonna get him. Uh-oh.
This one is. Oh my gosh. Are they saying hi to each other? What's
Look at
happening?
that.
What's happening here? Oh, this is so wonderful. I wish that I could give these
Look at
guys a
that one.
prize. Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Wow. What is that one moving on? I don't even see
There's like, those all are little feet. It's kind of like,
I know, but the other ones had like a sail that was providing
oh. Yeah, I don't know.
This one is turning. Oh my
That
gosh.
does look like a bunch of horses galloping alongside of each other. Isn't that cool?
Unbelievable.
Definitely art.
Wow.
Very cool.
amazed.
Principal Schaefer says, well done, G.
I'm moved and amazed.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
I thought that was
Excellent.
very cool.
Okay.
So I thought you guys would want to see those.
All right. With our 3 remaining minutes, I
Yes.
do need 1 minute at the end
Oh.
to read a poem.
Oh.
But beyond that, you have 2
We
minutes.
have some jokes. I think we have some
What,
jokes.
didn't you have a photograph to show, or is that for
no,
later?
That's
Okay.
a different thing.
All right. It was already out. It was out on the desktop. I figured it was
It
rife
just
for the
happened to
sharing.
be okay.
All right.
All right. Here's a joke.
Okay.
And this is a flightless bird joke, you guys.
I'm ready.
Very specific.
I'm
I
ready.
think this should count as a contribution to your homework, El Puppy. Well
Okay,
done.
Fair enough.
I tried to open up a flightless bird zoo business,
Mm-hmm.
but it never took off. Ah! That's a good one.
I like it.
I like that one too.
I'm a little sad I didn't get to guess.
Oh,
I
sorry,
like to guess.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, no, that was
Yeah.
just a thing.
I
That
forgot.
wasn't a joke.
I forgot that.
Or
yes.
yeah.
Here's something.
Yeah.
I always thought that parrots were flightless.
No.
People,
They
when they
clip
keep
them.
them, they clip their wings so that they can't fly.
Well, if
I
you're-
think I learned that in Rio, the movie Rio.
Is that any different than chaining your dog so it can't run away? I mean, it's,
No, which
yeah.
always, when we had a dog, it always made me a little bit uncomfortable to be walking my dog around on the end of a string. That's weird.
I guess it is different. It would be like cutting off your dog's legs so
Yes.
it couldn't run away. So it is different. Excuse
Although
me,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
know somebody who had a show dog,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
they
cut its vocal
They
cords.
cut its vocal cords
So
so,
that
that
it would
when
be-
it barked, it just went. You did a better job than I did. Yes.
So we would go over to see the dog, and it would,
Hey, 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 hey.
so it was just a little weird.
And I guess some people declaw their cats. All right.
We're not making
Okay.
judgments.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Why did the man put his money into the freezer?
Because it was cold hard cash.
Oh,
Is that
did
right?
you read that?
No.
That was literally, he wanted cold hard cash.
Okay,
You
all right.
used the exact words.
Well, that is the
Why
phrase.
do porcupines always win the game?
Because they get right to the point.
Oh, close.
No, because they're always. Because they're so sharp.
Oh, you're so close.
'Cause they're
so
so sharp?
close. That was the points.
Because they have the most points.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
Very good.
All right.
All right. Oh, there's questions about whether people were losing it in quarantine. I hope you guys are doing okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Gosh.
I do want to point out,
Yes.
this is a surprise for Matthew.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is? I can't see. Can
More
you-
mail
From who?
from Slim.
Wait, no, we're going to save it for tomorrow. We have a poem to read today.
Yeah.
I told
and
you.
now
we
it's
have
1 minute.
1
I wasted
minute.
too much time.
Yes,
We're
yes.
going to read it tomorrow, Slim. If you want us to read it out loud on the show.
Yes, let us know
Let us
between
know.
now and tomorrow if we're able to.
Yes.
All right? I'm tempted to debark our dog, but whining won't go away.
I know.
Yeah.
We actually dog sat a dog.
I have a solution for you. Get rid of your dog.
No.
Send the dog somewhere
We dog
else.
sat a dog.
Oh my
that
gosh.
We had to dog sit
It
because
taught our dog how to bark.
it barked constantly, and the only time that it didn't bark was if people were around. And so we dog sat it for a couple hours during the day, and it taught anytime anybody went by outside, it taught our dog to bark.
I'm not going to share my uncharitable opinions about that dog here on this show.
But you know what? If
What?
you look behind us,
Yes. What? Oh, that ceiling fan. We used the
we
proceeds,
used the proceeds
from watching the dog to buy
of
that
dog
fancy
sitting Petey to buy that fancy fan.
that restoration hardware ceiling fan. This is a limerick for Maeve.
All right.
I have
Oh.
still not entirely gotten over the pain of not receiving Maeve's research, which she tried to send. So there once was a lassie named Maeve, whose heart was both sassy and brave.
Oh.
Her research, it thrived, but it never arrived. So Matthew, in grief, his beard shaved.
Oh, wow,
Yes,
Matthew.
my
I had no idea that's why you
No,
shaved
I
your
was
beard.
like, where is Maeve's research? So the two coincided. I didn't shave it. I trimmed my beard
Yes.
on the same day that Maeve's research did not arrive. Arguably, Maeve's research does not arrive every day. Every single day, we don't get research from Maeve.
That's true,
right?
that's true.
Until the
Are
day
you
that
going
we
to keep
do.
trimming your beard? Is that...
No, I'm just saying that I can make the claim that I trimmed it on the day that Maeve's research didn't arrive because that is true of every day. You know what
I
I'm
see.
saying?
Yes.
But I have communicated with Maeve's mom. There's a little mix-up. So if the research ever does come, we will share it here. We've already set the precedent
I know.
for
of-
reading
of
off-week
accepting
research.
late research.
Anyway,
It's okay.
Anyway, Maeve,
All right.
now you had a song, a poem, and a limerick. I hope you know that we love you.
I feel like
and appreciate
everybody's
you.
now going to pretend that they sent their research in so that they can get a song, a limerick, and everything else.
Do you think Matthew is some kind of softie
Instead
that's going
of
to fall
getting,
for that?
I know, really,
No.
this is when people
No.
get put in detention, not get poems read to them
No.
and made for them.
Maeve and I have a
songs sung
special
to them.
connection. We have a special connection, all right?
I don't know, guys.
It's true.
It's 2:00. Thank you, E, for letting us know. It's
Oh,
not 2:01.
You got somewhere else to go, friend? Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Everybody has things
okay.
to do.
All right. Well,
All right.
we are going to go now away from you for another day.
Tomorrow,
Robbie's-
I just want to get your research, guys. Please send me your research about flightless birds. There's lots of research out
Do
there.
you think that Addie Madden said awesome because we're ending the show?
Yes.
And
Everybody keeps saying it's time to be done.
okay, we agree. We agree. I'm going to go to sleep.
You are?
All this yawning.
I think that's probably a good
it's time
idea.
to go to sleep,
I
friends.
have to make sure that the chili is not burnt because I put it in and then I
You
forgot
put it in the
about
Instant
it.
Pot, though, right? It's
Yeah,
hard to burn things
but
in the
I've
Instant
never
Pot, right?
I've never slow cooked in the Instant Pot, so I don't know what's happening.
We're veering off topic in a way that you might find delightful or you may find maddening, but there's nothing you can do about it except turn us off.
Yes, you can absolutely
Turn
do
it
that.
off
We're going
right
to turn
now,
us off
my
first before you can
friends.
turn us off.
It's been
Goodbye.
a long